This is a great place for soccer. You know, soccer and beer go together. It's all about community. And think about this. You go to any small town in most countries in the world, and the love affair is with the local soccer team. It's not with necessarily the big national, internationally known team. It's with the team they grew up with in their hometown. That's what we have with the Dynamo. This team has been here, now Fusion, 27 years. Think about it. The oldest team in the United Soccer Leagues, the oldest franchise, is our franchise, the Dynamo, from when they were called that name, and now the Fusion. 85 players drafted to MLS. That's enough to put the starting lineups for nearly half the teams in MLS. That's quite an accomplishment. 6,000 players in our club, and this is all about the idea, like in anything in business, you have to, in sports, your team, in business, sports business, in any business, you either grow and get better each year, or you're going to find yourself withering away. And that's what we're talking about here today. We're going to introduce you to the growth of the Dynamo into the Fusion, and what that next step means to keep this club moving forward, being the club of this region, the club every kid grows up wanting to be part of it, have the fond memories of. If any guys have kids in it, my kids have been in it 14 years, they're almost done. And you get that little weepy feeling about how it's almost over. It goes so fast, but those are the fond memories of being out there on a Saturday at the park with your kids in the car. So, we want to get through quickly and show you why we're here. And I want, actually I think you guys would be better to talk about some of the core values and what you're doing and why. So let's go through what's going on here with this particular club. Who wants to give the core values? Is that going to be you or someone else to do that? Scott? All right. Scott Wallace is going to give us the lowdown. Do you need the notes?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so as an organization, our four core values are humility, community, development, and trust. In terms of trust, this was an opportunity, I think, for us to trust that we have a semi-pro, almost semi-pro team that we can believe in and be a part of. From a community standpoint, you know, our club has come together and brought the whole triad together through soccer and now through sport. We want to foster those relationships in the community, and there's no better way, as Bob said, to bring a community together to support a team and to support something that we're all driving towards. From a development perspective, you know, we want to get better. We know that having a team that everyone can strive to be a part of in the future is a fantastic thing. As an organization, that's a core value that we want to always improve. And then the humility piece is that we realize we're not quite there yet. We've talked a lot as a staff about the fact that this, as the Carolina Dynamo, it hasn't quite been what we wanted it to be. And now we have an opportunity to bring all of our club together and support behind that and really achieve what we want to, but we've got a lot of work to do. We think we've made some great steps this year from a staff perspective, from a resource perspective, and I think that we're really going to have a great product on the field and something that, as Bob said, people are going to really want to come out and see. So that's why it fits our core values.
And speaking of what's next here, we're going to bring Stat up to talk a little bit about that. But think about that. Most kids, when they start playing soccer, they may dream of playing for Man United or for Arsenal if they're really smart. But for 99% of kids, that's never going to be a reality. They really know that. But they can dream about playing for their local club. That's a reality for a lot of kids if they work hard enough. So to talk about what that local club is going to be, and it's been Dynamo for 27 years. Scott, come on up and talk about the rebranding, the new name, the new concept.
Yeah, obviously, thank everybody for coming. I mean, this is pretty exciting stuff for us. Like Bob said, the Dynamo's been around for 27 years, coming on 27 years this season, and we're extremely excited, and I'm extremely proud and humbled to bring you this announcement that the Carolina Dynamo is being rebranded as the North Carolina Fusion U23s. That includes the USL League 2 team, as well as the WPSL team, and all the kind of properties and spin-off of reserves and those types of things that we have, you know, that fall underneath that umbrella as well. You know, kind of you ask, well, why would you rebrand? You guys have been the Dynamo for 26 years. What's the point? You know, you've kind of just muddled along. Things have been all right. You've been able to stay afloat, where we've seen many franchises come and go over the years. But for me, it was pretty simple. I mean, it's brand recognition, and it's having an attachment to 6,000 families. You know, I walk into a grocery store or drinking establishment or restaurant, wherever it might be going on any given day, and I have this logo on, and kids come up to you and they go, "Hey, I play for the Fusion." We weren't getting that as the Dynamo. And we had a 3-month program that just it was a 3-month program. Now we have a group of individuals working together with one another for a 12-month program and really doing things the right way. So collaborating and looking around and having a staff of folks that we can bounce ideas off, use their strengths, those types of things. It's a game changer for us. I'm very excited to where this club's heading and where it could potentially be. I think, again, it comes down to brand recognition for me. I mean, we're all part of the same community, we all have the same passion, and now we're all part of the same club, which is the North Carolina Fusion. So again, extremely excited about that. As Scott touched on, extremely excited again, it's kind of the buzzword for the day apparently, right? That we've got a very good product coming on the field this year. Collaborated with the staff coaches that we have. We've been able to bring in a couple new hires, Frank Pardini on, Chris Williams on, and what they've been able to do to reach out and use their connections as well. Again, sky's the limit where we're going to go as a club. So extremely excited.
And to do that, of course, you need backing. Anytime you watch a Man United game, you see that Chevrolet logo, right? For years, Newcastle, you saw the Newcastle beer. You watch DC United, you see DW. But hopefully we'll have that same reaction when we see a Dynamo game, because we have the new title sponsor, what we call in the business the shirt sponsor. Scott, you want to come up and present the shirt for the sponsor? Now in front, the main shirt sponsor, the title sponsor, as we call it, Go Forth Pest Control. There, some of you guys saw it earlier, so that's the logo. And just like Chevy with Man United, you want that to be synonymous with the Dynamo. Anytime you think of it, you want to picture that, and that's where you'll go when you need their services as well. Now, that's not the only sponsor. If you turn it around, Scott, you can turn it around the other side to show that we have as well the team connection. And you guys want to come up and at least be recognized there? Andrew Hankins. All right, Team Connection, they're going to be the official screen printer. They're going to do all the work for the team in that direction with the U23 jersey you just saw a little earlier. So both are, we also want to bring up, we saw them earlier, you guys just want to wait a little bit. These are a couple of Fusion players who are now both at High Point University, Holden Trentz and Nick Phipps. We have a right back and a keeper, is that about right? So you guys got to communicate. If something goes wrong in communication, you guys are in trouble. Anyway, we also want to recognize our friend Chris Lester. Is he still here in the back somewhere? There he is over there to the right. He is the owner here and the host of our venue today. This is the official brewery, so you go watch the game, then you need a pint afterward, or a pint there if you want to get a beer there. That'll be the official brewery. That's going to be the brand you're going to want to get. And Natty Green's the official brewery of U23, which is the senior team when it comes to the Dynamo. We also want to especially the Adidas, of course, which you've seen on the logo. Let's put that around real quick, guys. They are our team provider, sponsor, the official jersey provider for the team. Now, we've also had some changes to the coaching for the 2019 season. Chris Williams brought into service both the Fusion U23's USL League 2 head coach. Chris, you want to give a quick synopsis of some of the stuff you've been doing so that got you to where you are?
Yeah, previous I was the head coach at Coker College. It's a Division II school. Prior to that, I was an assistant coach for 3 years at the University of Northwestern Ohio. I graduated from Lindsey Wilson College, which is an AA school in Columbia, Kentucky. I'm also a graduate of the USL2, previously PDL, where I played for New Orleans Jesters and the Baton Rouge Capitals.
He sounds like he's from Long Island. Is that where you grew up?
Yeah, from Kentucky originally. No, from Wales originally. Been here for
God
11
bless
years.
Aaron Ramsey and Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, very good. They're both okay players. Probably you taught them what they know today. All right, as well as, we also have John Pardini's here as well, right? He's going to be the head coach of the institution's WPSL. Currently serves as director of Level 1 Soccer, which includes the girls' ECNL program, so it's the natural fit to be the women's coach, right? Anything else you want to tell us about your background?
Well, I appreciate Scott Wallace and Chad Heineke bringing me on board last year. I worked within the ECNL program for the last 2 years, and then prior to that, I was an assistant coach at Elon University. Before that, played at Fordham University for 4 years. had a great career there, and then played in the Long Island Rough Riders. Now I am actually from Long Island, so you can tell the little accent difference there.
Yeah, my dad's from there, so I can tell that too. And think about how big the women's game is in America, and that's why this team is so important. It is I think the best program over the years in the world. We have more women playing in America, girls and women playing in America than any other country. Is that not correct? Even more than China.
Correct.
Which has 10 times the people we have. We still have more women and girls playing in the U.S. So that speaks a lot for what we're doing in this country, as well as this club. They've got some great, through the years, some great girls and women's teams here. All right, Mr. Zapko, are we missing anything here? Unless you want to take some questions, I think Kevin's the only guy left here. For that, Chad Heineke in the back, hiding. What's up, brother? Looking good.
No, I mean, nothing else per se. I mean, if anyone has any questions.
Yeah. I mean, even someone within the club, I can ask why I didn't get the head coaching job that I applied for here. How Chris set me out for that? You want to answer?
Yeah, we never got that resume. Missed it.
This is really, you're gonna look back in a couple of years and say this was a turning point for this franchise, for this program, for this whole area. So we appreciate you guys. Oh, Fred is in the house. What's up, my brother, my old teammate. Back in the day, remember those days?
Way back.
That was way back. Back when we could both run. That's going way back. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming out.
Thanks so much.
I grew up playing 20.